Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 4 for indices. These are the questions to do in your workbook today. 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. So when we connect that to 5x to the power of 4 and we square that number, we need to square the 5, so 5 times 5, and we need to square this part as well. So x to the 4 times x to the 4, we add the indices here. We get 25x to the power of 8. So this way is not recommended for question 3, because if we have to the power of 5, we're going to have the brackets 5 times, multiplying in between each time. So the better way to do this one is to go 2 to the power of 5, which is 32, and x to the power of 4 to the power of 5, we multiply. In this case, when we have a bracket, we multiply the indices. So 4 times 5 is 20. So we get 32 x 20. Hopefully you know how to do 2 to the power of 5 on your calculator. Okay, you need to ask me if you don't. It's a very useful thing to do. Question 4, we subtract the indices when we have a to the power of something divided by a to the power of something. So 9 take away 4 is 5. So our answer is a to the power of 5. Question 5, 24, do the blue numbers first. So 24 divided by 8. 24 divided by 8, and then subtract the indices, and we get 3x to the power of 4. Today's work is about this rule, so this needs to go into your notes book. So a to the power of negative b equals 1 over a to the power of b. So why does it work? 3 cubed means we go 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 3 to the power of 1 is 3. 3 to the power of 0 is 1. So the pattern that I want you to see here, 27, 9, 3, 1. From each step we're dividing by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. So this is the notation that we use for that concept. 3 to the power of minus 1 equals 1 over 3. You can see the actual index. Here we had 3, 2, 1, 0. So we're going down by 1 each time. So when we go down by 1, we get minus 1. Up the top here, minus 2 means 1 over 3 squared, which is 1 over 9. 3 to the negative 3 is 1 over 3 cubed, which is 1 over 27. And 3 to the negative 4 is 1 over 3 to the power of 4, which is 1 over 81. We can put this in a table to present this information. This is what it looks like. So example 7, I'll call this part B. If we have 1 times x to the minus 1, that means 1 times 1 over x to the 1. And when we simplify that, we just get 1 over x. If we have x to the power of minus 3, that means 1 times 1 over x cubed, which is this simplified. I want you to do these questions in your workbook. You can pause the video and then check with the work. So b to the power of minus 1 equals 1 over b. C to the minus 3 equals 1 over c cubed. So you'll notice that instead of the negative, we have the bottom of a fraction. That might be the cue to write down to help you remember this concept. X to the minus 5 is 1 over x to the power of 5. X to the minus 6 is 1 over x to the power of 6. And x to the minus 8 is 1 over x to the power of 8. More examples, so just a little bit harder. If we times by 6 out the front, so 6 times this value, you can see the 6 here. The thing that changes is we get 6 over x, not 1 over x. So this is 6 over 1. When we multiply fractions, 6 ones are 6. 1 times x to the 1 is x. Example 7e, 8x to the minus 3. This means 8 times x to the minus 3. So 8 times 1 over x cubed. So 8 goes on the top of our fraction here. And that's our simplified final answer. Again, questions for your workbook. Pause the video, and when you're ready to check them, press play. So a little bit of help here, 5x to the minus 2, 5 times x to the minus 2. 5 stays on top, because remember this is 5 over 1, so 5 over x squared. Hopefully you're recognizing 7 goes on the top, x4 goes on the bottom. Question 13, 8 over x cubed. Question 14, 9 over x squared. And 15, 10 over x. Remember, when there's a 1 there, we don't need to include it.